Now, while the women were all about grit, the men showed clinical performances in all of the games but one. The men hockey team have entered semi-finals after 49 years, leaving many of the fans and those who track it teary-eyed. The last time India won a medal was in 1980 at the Moscow Games, which is why it makes it so significant entering the Olympics at this level, the semi-finals after 49 years. They also overcame an humiliating 1-7 defeat against the Australians to then get to this point and further ahead. The men's team dominated the entire game, which also was a reflection of their good form and made fans fall in love with hockey once again. And then came the women powering through the way they did. So tonight we're going to talk about these women, women who've made us really proud. But before that, quick look at the men's journey. Let's first talk about the women stars of the hockey team. What makes it also special is their journey. The journey to reaching this point is their struggle. They're all in their own ways heroes who've overcome various kinds of unimaginable challenges. So many of them come from such humble backgrounds where even to get to practice, even to get the basics has been a big struggle. But they didn't give up. And that is why this team is so awesome. Led by the captain itself, who has such an inspiring story, Rani Rampal, the captain of our Indian women hockey team. Her story, she's spoken about it quite often, but if you've missed it, she says that they could barely manage 2 meals a day. That's how humble and poor the family was. The father was a cart puller, mother was house help, and the father, in fact, at that point, couldn't even afford a hockey stick, earned just about 80 rupees a day. Rani, of course, has been leading our team for several years now. This 26-year-old captain has had a stellar journey so far and has really kept the team together. One other player that you must hear about is Neha Goyal. She's a midfielder in the current team. Her father was abusive. He was violent and an alcoholic and abusive. And her mother used to work at a cycle factory. Neha used to go with her mother. In fact, it was her mother who decided that this is not a good environment for any girl to be brought up, obviously, and she had to do something to get her out. And she thought, well, okay, nearby there was this coaching center, why not just put her there at least? And this is how she agreed, because the coach promised 2 proper meals and a safe place for Neha. And look where Neha is today. Look, what she has achieved for herself, for her team, and for her country. One of the other stars, the goalkeeper, the wall that actually thwarted repeated attacks from the Australians in the match that we just won, Savita Punia, is a goalie who used to carry her big bags in a state roadways bus to get to the training center. She would not often be allowed to board the bus because she had so many bags with her kits, her hockey kits. But every day, she would travel those far-off distances. And look how far she has come. Tonight, let's talk about these ladies, their journeys. How is it that this team, prepared, worked hard, and reached here? And I say good evening to Preetham Rani Sivach, former captain of the Indian hockey team, Mamta Karab, former captain of the Indian women hockey team, Helen Merry, also former Indian women goalkeeper, A.B. Subaya, former Indian hockey player and coach, Nikhil Paramjit Sharma, Indian author and a sports commentator, and Jude Menzies, former Indian hockey player, goalkeeping coach of the Black Sticks women's team, now joining us this evening as well. Thank you so much to all of you. Let me see if I can first up go across to Preetam. Preetam Rani ji, बहुत ही बड़ा दिन है जिस तरीके से हमारी टीम ने खेला, और मैं ये सब मुझे बताया गया है कि इनमें से काफ़ियों ने आपके साथ ट्रेन भी किया, तो थोड़ा बताइए हमें हमारी टीम प्लेयर्स के बारे में. Preetam Rani, okay, I don't think she's able to hear us. I'm going to go across to her in just a bit, but let me actually bring in first up Helen Mary. Helen, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, Helen, what a proud day for all of us.
Sorry, come back.
What a proud day for all of us, to see the team perform the way it did.
Definitely, it's a proud day for hockey India, Indian women's who has been played, and for many the people who's there in the country, it's a historical day today. They have made all the hockey players so proud. We had been fallen back in the league, and then again we rose again, and this is how they played, and this was a surprise for everyone.
Yes, in fact, it's actually left many people stunned. Mamta, were you stunned to see how they played and stacked up against the Australian team?
Yeah, मैंने एक्चुअली आज खुद पूरा मैच देखा है, और उसमें जो अपनी टीम खेली है ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट, एक गोल करने के बाद 4 हाफ उन्होंने कैसे उसी गोल को बचाए रखा है, और डिफेंस ने बहुत अच्छा रोल निभाया है, और खासकर गोलकीपर जो सविता है उसने अपना बहुत बेस्ट दिया है. 9 पेनल्टी कॉर्नर्स जो उसने सेव किए हैं, बहुत बड़ी बात है, और पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए और हॉकी लवर्स के लिए आज बहुत खुशी का माहौल है.
जी, इनफैक्ट ये जो आपने कहा कि जिस तरीके से डिफेंड किया हमने, ये इस तरीके तक हम पहुंचे कैसे, ये जर्नी जो इस टीम ने शुरू की, शुरुआत में पहले 3 मैच हार गए जो ममता, उस समय ओलंपिक्स जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म में कैसे फिर टीम अपने आप को रीओरिएंट करती है, प्रिपेयर करती है कि नहीं अभी हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है, और फिर क्वार्टर फाइनल में जाके ऑस्ट्रेलिया जैसी टीम को हरा दी है, उसमें क्या मेंटल प्रिपरेशन होती है?
देखिए, बहुत अहम रोल है पूरी टीम का, कोचेस का, जो पूरे स्टाफ का, क्योंकि जब 2-3 आप मैचेस हार जाते हैं तो उसके बाद अगले मैच में कमबैक करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, और वही मौका है, एक बार आप कमबैक कर जाते हैं तो आप आगे वाले मैचेस में बहुत अच्छा खेल सकते हैं. ये हमारे साथ कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स 2002 में जो थे, हेलेन दीदी भी साथ थी हमारे, तो उसमें भी हम लोग क्वार्टर फाइनल्स में साउथ अफ्रीका से खेले थे, और हम लोग 3 गोल से लूज कर रहे थे, और हमने बाद में उनके अगेंस्ट 4 गोल मारने के बाद हम कमबैक किया हमने, और फिर हम सेमीफाइनल्स भी जीते, फाइनल्स भी जीते. तो एक ये बहुत बड़ी मोमेंट होती है अपने आप को प्रूव करने की.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, और आई थिंक सबसे ज़्यादा जो चीज़ शाइन करी है हैज़ बीन आवर डिफेंस एंड ऑफ कोर्स आवर गोलकीपर AB Subbiah. I understand that you've actually also at one point trained Savita. How proud were you to see the way she played?
Yeah, here I also tell them, after me, even Helen was coaching Savita.
Yes.
Actually, she made, when I was the coach, that time she was a new entrant. For some time, she trained under me. Later, Helen has trained her. And she's a very experienced and seasoned goalkeeper now. You can trust. It is the best good thing about both the Indian men's and women's hockey team is that they have a very seasoned, consistent performing goalkeeper for quite some time. So that is not a worry for an Indian team. That's why they were consistent in this whole tournament.
What stood out for you, Mr. Subbiah, the most in the way they performed and played or came together in the quarterfinals?
Yeah, it is. If you talk about the women's team, after losing first three matches in the pool, but though those teams are ranked above the Indian team, but they played well. Even they are not, even against Germany, they played well. 2-0 doesn't says that Indian team did well, not did well, because they fought very well and they're lucky to get that score. But after that, it is really worth that Indian team fought very well and beat Ireland and South Africa. Then later came on that Australia, seasoned Australian team. That is commendable. And the same thing with the boys. But they're in a good run in this whole tournament, except the Australian match. They're continuously won 5 matches and hope they will continue their winning streak tomorrow and reach final. And knockout matches, anything can happen. We always hope for that Indian team wins gold and come back, both the teams.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's one sentiment that almost every single Indian has today, that both the teams, win and come back. But let's talk a little bit about, say, Rani Rampal, the Indian superstar who's been, on the platform for a while, has been on the world stage for a while. She was the youngest player in the national team for the 2010 World Cup. Started playing at that time in that team at the age of 15, and now she's leading the team to perhaps the first ever medal that we're going to have. That kind of experience is historic. Nikhil, tell us a little bit more for those who don't track hockey so much as to why they should watch Rani and her team.
Well, Tanvi, first and foremost, these last 2 days have been, excellent for fans of Indian sport. I've been grinning, smiling. And it's been so much of great joy for us watching both these teams, whether it's Rani's team, whether it's the men's team. The good thing about this team is that while they lost 3 very critical matches when they started off, they never let that affect their mentality. Their Olympics campaign actually began on the 30th when they beat Ireland 1-0. Mind you, they were 3 minutes away in the fourth quarter from the game being finished. And what would have happened resultantly is that Ireland would have got a point, India would have got a point had Rani Rampal not driven into the D and then crossed the ball over, which Navneet, deflected into the goal. And that gave India 1-0 win and 3 very, very important points. From there on, they built that momentum up for the last game, beat South Africa in a very, very close game for 3. And then we all know what happened today morning. And India was fantabulous. The girls gave it their all. I think what's most important about this unit is a good coach who's been with the Indian national team for almost 4 or 5 years now. And they have 4 or 5 very good players who've had more than 200 caps. So whether it's Rani Rampal, whether it's Savita Punia, whether it's Grace, all of them have had, they have a lot of experience. And that core builds the India national women's team. And hopefully we can now beat Argentina and get into the finals.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That is the hope. And, like you said, the turnaround started from the Ireland match. And since then, they've only gotten, I think they've looked at least stronger and stronger to the point that they managed to beat the Australians. Now, some also, a part that must be mentioned is how do you put together such a team? What goes behind it? Coaching is what Nikhil mentioned. Jude, would you want to come in here as well to build a team that reaches this place after 4 decades to create history? How do you build such a team?
Well, I think a lot of credit should go to Neil Hogwood as well, who was the previous coach. And 8 of those girls who played in Rio are now in this team. So they've got a little bit of experience in this team now, and I've been following it because I'm here. So we've been watching the games closely. Just the performance against Ireland, it just highlights that the Indian women's team have really improved with their fitness and conditioning, and it showed it in today's game as well. It was pretty hot at the time that they played, and humidity was very high. But they almost outran the Aussies. So I think that along with having showed as their coach, who's been really fantastic to develop these girls, along with their strength and conditioner and those kind of aspects which add to the quality that this team is producing. So I think a lot of people deserve the credit for this.
What part, Nikhil, I come back to you before I go to the players as well. What part does the support system play in this, creation of specific training centers or the sports infrastructure to give them what's required, especially in times of a pandemic where your travel access gets so limited, to be able to train for something like Olympics?
Well, it's been very tough for both those teams, not just for India, but for the rest of the national teams as well. Some of the European ones have a slight advantage because they're all so close. So if they want to play, they can always travel and play each other. But that was not so easy for the Indian teams. And the women's team had a fair share of COVID cases as well. But they've not let all of this, mentally bog them down. Of course, you spoke of, in the beginning about how a lot of these girls come from very tough backgrounds. So they're not going. They're the mentality monsters in that regard. So they're never going to allow such things to hamper their preparations. And of course, I think the government has been very supportive over the last 10, 12, 15 years. And of course, while India has done well at the Commonwealth and the Asian Games level before that, at the Olympics, really, it's now, because we are comparing the team with the Moscow Olympic team, which isn't really a fair comparison. What they've done at Rio was to gain experience, and they've come into their own in the last 4, 5. The last week and a half is when these girls have really come into to their own. And as Jude was mentioning, I think it's very important in modern day hockey for athletes to be extremely strong. The sport is very fast, and to match up to that level, you've got to be extremely fit. And each one of these girls seem to be ready for the grind.
Extreme, level of fitness is what is needed, and of course, physically and mentally, you have to show. I think what has come out in this Olympics is also that mentally it's been extremely straining on a lot of athletes, on a lot of participants, and it's really how you handle it that will also, see how far you go along. ममता, अगर आपसे भी मैं ये पूछूं कि कुछ जो प्लेयर्स हैं, to read their stories, इतनी हैरानी होती है कि कहाँ वो छोटे छोटे जगहों से, छोटे फैमिलीज़ जिनके पास ज़्यादा एक्सेस नहीं है, जिनके पास ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं हैं, वहाँ से निकल के ट्रेनिंग करके, काम करके किस तरीके से ओलंपिक्स पहुँचते। क्या ये जर्नी और ये जो टफनेस आ जाती है इस जर्नी से, उससे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होता है फिर ओलंपिक्स जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म पे?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। देखिए, ज्यादातर जो प्लेयर्स हैं वो नीचे के बैकग्राउंड से ही आते हैं, तो हम्बल बैकग्राउंड होता है उनका, और टफनेस बिल्कुल वहीं से शुरू हो जाती है, क्योंकि उन्होंने ऐसा समय देखा होता है कि जहां उन्होंने खुद अर्न भी करना है, फैमिली को भी चलाना है, बहुत सारी चीजें उन पर निर्भर करने लग जाती हैं जब आप अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाना शुरू करते हैं। तो टफनेस बिल्कुल शुरुआत से ही शुरू हो जाती है उनके साथ।
तो क्या हमें इसको और इम्प्रूव करना होगा? हमारा जो टैलेंट हंट रहता है कि इस देश में और भी रानी और सविता जैसे और बहुत हैं काबिल लड़कियां, जिनको अगर सही समय पे स्पॉट करके ट्रेनिंग दी जाए तो वो इस प्लेटफॉर्म तक पहुंच सकते हैं। ममता,
बिल्कुल, बहुत सारी लड़कियां हैं, और जो सब्स्टिट्यूट हैं, वो जो लड़कियां कैंप्स में थी और जो टीम में नहीं आ पाई हैं, वो भी इक्वली अच्छी हैं। उन्हें भी जैसे जैसे मौका आगे मिलता रहेगा, वो भी अच्छा प्रूव करती रहेंगी अपने आप को। ऐसी बहुत सी लड़कियां हैं अपने देश में, और मेरे ख्याल से जो इन्होंने अचीव किया, आज वुमेन हॉकी ने जो अचीव किया है, उसको देखते हुए और भी अच्छी यंग प्लेयर्स हमें मिलेंगे, यंग लड़कियां जो उत्साहित होंगी हॉकी को खेलने के लिए।
जी जी। In fact, Mr. Subbiah, if you could come in on this as well. For example, one of the stories that's got everybody's attention has been Neha's story. Her mother, 13 years ago, decided to enroll her into this academy simply because she thought it was a safer place. And at least her daughter would get 2 square meals in a day. She'll get food, she'll have a safe place to stay, and maybe learn hockey, not from the point of view of anything else, but just that. And so, it's just a sign that if we go out there and we find the talent, it's all there, as long as you spot them young and start training them and provide them that support system.
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, we have in interiors, rural areas, we have a lot of talents overall. Mostly, if you find that recently in the cricket, also the boys are coming from the rural area more. Actually, as being the coach of the Indian women's hockey team and the men's hockey team for some time, we've seen that all these players mostly they come from Jharkhand, Bihar, and Haryana. They're all from the humble background. Actually, if you see that certain places like Punjab, Haryana, where they were all actually nourishment of them in the younger ages is much better than when they come here and they really work hard. Actually, and they'll get better and better when they in the national camp. When they go back home and come after 2 months, we see that they'll be lacking in their strength, and again we start working with them in the camp for their strength training, and that's why most of the players are kept in the camps itself, so that long camps, so that they'll get a good food, they'll develop a lot of strength and explosiveness, everything in the camp. So women's, that's why they have a very long camp.
Okay, so let me ask this question, and I think I believe I have Preetam with me right now. Preetam, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी मैम जी
जी, शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने के लिए। प्रीतम, हम जो टीम है जो यहाँ इस मुकाम तक पहुँच गई है उनके बारे में बातचीत कर रहे हैं, और उनमें से कुछ को तो आपने भी ट्रेन किया है, तो थोड़ा बताइए हमको इस टीम के बारे में और कैसे इन गर्ल्स ने प्रिपरेशन की, क्या स्किल्स थी उनकी?
कुछ नहीं मैडम, उसमें जो है हमारी 14 लड़कियां इंडियन रेलवेज की हैं जो कि 8 साल से मेरे पास है वो टीम, और उसमें मैक्सिमम लड़कियां हमारे पास रही भी हैं। कुछ लड़कियां मेरे पास जूनियर कैम्प में भी रही हैं और 3 लड़कियां मेरी खुद की पर्सनल अकेडमी की भी है। और ये सफर जो है उनका बहुत मतलब टफनेस में रहा है, क्योंकि आप समझ सकते हैं विमेंस हॉकी का कितने टाइम से हम ये सुन रहे थे, भाई मेन का भी विमेंस का भी, भाई कब रिजल्ट आएगा, कब ओलंपिक्स में जाएंगे, कब मेडल आएगा। और आज हमारे लिए वो दिन आ गया है कि हमारी टीम ओलंपिक्स में सेमीफाइनल में बॉयज और गर्ल्स दोनों पहुंच चुकी है। सबसे पहले सभी को मेरी तरफ से बधाई, जो हमारे देशवासी हैं, हॉकी प्लेयर्स हैं, हॉकी लवर्स हैं, सभी को, और बहुत खुशी का हमारे लिए माहौल है।
जी, क्या इस टीम की जब ये लोग तैयारी कर रहे थे सब, तब आपको ओलंपिक्स से मतलब के लिए जाने के पहले क्या आपको उम्मीद थी कि इस जगह तक पहुंच पाएंगे, और क्या अब आपको लगता है कि गोल्ड भी पॉसिबल है?
देखो मैम, ये तो मैं नहीं कह सकती, ऐसे झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, मैंने नहीं सोचा था हमारी टीम गोल्ड लेके आए।
हाँ।
लेकिन मेरे को अपना 2002 का याद आता है कि हमारे साथ कुछ ऐसी ही स्टोरी हुई थी, जो कि आई थिंक ममता ने शेयर की होगी, कि हम लोग जब खेलने गए थे वहां पे, तो हमें बिल्कुल भी ये नहीं था कि हम गोल्ड लेके, हम ये था बेटर परफॉर्मेंस देंगे, एटलीस्ट पहली 4 में आएंगे। और मैम ऐसा हुआ था, हमने बड़े अच्छे मैच हारे थे जो हम बिल्कुल भी उम्मीद नहीं करते थे। ऐसे ही करते करते हम लोगों ने जो है टूर्नामेंट में सेमीफाइनल में और फाइनल में टीम हराई थी, जो कि और कॉन्फिडेंट थी कि हम इंडिया को बहुत गोल मारेंगे। तो इंटरनेशनल हॉकी में कुछ भी हो सकता है, आप ये मत सोचना कि नहीं हरा सकते, कुछ भी कर सकती है हमारी टीम। जो आज का परफॉर्मेंस आप देखा थे, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ हम खेले हैं, इससे आप यकीन करेंगे अच्छी टीमें हमारी टीम से मतलब ये सोचती होंगी हम कैसे इंडिया के साथ खेले। आज हमारी टीम ने कोई गलती नहीं की और एज ए टीम बहुत अच्छा खेली, और जो गेम प्लान था उनका वो बहुत अच्छा था। इवन गोलकीपर भी आज आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा कि हमारे प्लेयरों ने क्या गलती किया, कौन से ने किया। और आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम को देखते हैं कि इतनी वर्ल्ड क्लास टीम है, इतनी मतलब लथार्जिक और इतनी वैसी खेलती, शायद मैंने कभी अपनी लाइफ में ऑस्ट्रेलिया टीम को इतना कमजोर खेलता हुआ नहीं देखा। तो आप समझ सकते हो कि हमारी टीम कहाँ स्टैंड करती है।
बिल्कुल नहीं, ये तो आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा। इनफैक्ट लेट मी आस्क हेलेन आल्सो दिस। हेलेन, द वे वी डिफेंडेड, attack after attack, penalty after penalty, pretty much the game was taking place on India's side of the circle, and still we managed to defend that one goal. What does that tell you about how ready our team is now?
See, if you see the fitness level is so high, they have been played with Australia and they showed what they did today. So I would definitely say if you're fit enough, you can play with any team. And there was no prediction at all कि we are going to do that, this. They just went to the ground and they gave 100%. That was seen in the ground, and it was everywhere. Wherever the ball was, our girls were over there. So that was being seen, and it was like watching maybe it was for 16 minutes. We were all thinking, let the match keep going on, because it was so exciting and tremendous to see how their defense were playing in PC, how they were packed up, how they were commenting each other, how what the change was there in the team that was being seen in the match what they played this, and the confidence level of each player, not even the player who was here, the player who's outside, their confidence level was so high. And I think all the credit goes to the officials and the coach who had been made a good plan and played against Australia as the requirement of the game.
So let me ask this question now to all of our panelists. And Helen, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
How much of a factor additionally is the pandemic to train in the COVID times, to stay there when you are staying, separately? There are so many restrictions, access is difficult, fewer number of support staff is available. To come out and shine in such a time is also a big achievement, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say this. It was drastic change for everyone. It is not for them also. It was for everyone. Yeah. For the whole world has been struggling over this. But the plus point was we had one more year, 365 days we got extra. So they were only seeing their fitness level, what they can do much better than this, and they were watching the matches as well as the fitness level is going in the room by doing their single leg. They were having a good challenge against other people, the others, and they were collecting the money also. I think everyone knows about this. They were raising a fund for the poor by doing a challenge of fitness. So that was the main challenge what they were, and they were too good, and they played. I think before coming to the Olympics, they played 3 test matches against Argentina and 4 test matches against England. So that brought them a little confidence and they can play well. They didn't play much matches, I think. I believe hardly 12 or 15 matches they must have played from past 2 years. So seeing all this, it was a tough time for them, but still they managed to do this well. That is because of fitness.
Yes, I have one more question for Preetham actually on how to prepare the girls mentally. Preetham, ये एक बहुत important factor होता है. Also इसमें ये देखना है कि कहाँ से आए हैं आपके players, उनका exposure culturally और traditionally क्या रहा है, और अब वो किस प्लेटफॉर्म में जाके किस तरीके से किस कल्चर में रह के लोगों से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, क्या पहन रहे हैं, क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या खा रहे हैं, ये कितना एक बड़ा फैक्टर होता है जिसमें उनको इसमें भी ट्रेन करना पड़े या एटलीस्ट मेंटली प्रिपेयर करना पड़े.
देखो, ज्यादातर हमारे पास विलेज एरिया के बच्चे आते हैं, आपको पता हमारे हरियाणा से भी, जहाँ से भी आते हैं, ग्रामीण क्षेत्र के आते हैं, और बहुत लोअर फैमिली से, हॉकी में तो खासकर ऐसी फैमिली से बच्चे आते हैं. मैं एक मैसेज देना चाहूंगी, एक बात बताना चाहूंगी. मैं ये चाहती हूँ हमारे जो बच्चे हैं, जो नए बच्चे आ रहे हैं, उनको एजुकेशन जरूरी है. खेल के साथ एजुकेशन जरूरी है. अगर एजुकेशन होगी तो हम हर जगह कॉन्फिडेंस रखेंगे बोलने का, खेलने का. तो सबसे ज्यादा हमारा पढ़ाई पे जो है ध्यान होना चाहिए, जो कि भला इंडिया टीम में खेल रहा हो या स्टेट लेवल पे भी खेल रहा हो बच्चा. क्या होता है, हमारे खिलाड़ी जब खेलने लगते हैं तो पढ़ाई छोड़ देते हैं, तो इसका मेन फैक्टर है. और दूसरा, जब लड़कियां आती हैं कैंप में तो शुरू में हम उनको देखते हैं काफी उनका कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन होता है, तो उसको हम मोटिवेट करते हैं. जैसे हम लोग भी खेलते थे, सीनियर लड़कियां भी मोटिवेट करती थी या कोचेज करते थे, और उसका बहुत रोल होता है. क्योंकि कई लड़कियां इतनी बहुत अच्छी हैं जो खेलते हैं, लेकिन उनका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल अप नहीं हो पाता, वो डर जाती है, घबरा जाती हैं. तो उनका जैसे उनको एक्सपोजर जितना ज्यादा देंगे और उनसे घुल मिलेंगे और उनकी एजुकेशन देखेंगे या उनको उस माहौल में लेके आएंगे, तो मुझे लगता है इसी से हम ऊपर आ जाएंगे. मेन है ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में सुविधाएं और पढ़ाई, ये जरूर रखनी चाहिए.
सुविधाएं और पढ़ाई, Mr. Subbiah, two very important things, facilities and education, and also the even to make their families understand the mindset of the families. Where are they going to go? How are they going to dress? What are they going to eat? For any other country it may not be an issue, but in our country, because culturally we are so different, it can become difficult to explain to the families as well.
Yeah, to tell you that now the facilities are much better than what we used to play, and these players, senior players also in the panel also, they can watch for it. Now, Hockey India gives them very good facilities. Even they get a lot of exposures. It's not like that, and they bought a lot of foreign scientific support to the team, where they don't waste their time in doing all the endurance work and a lot of time spending in the unnecessary exertion work in the field. They scientifically trained, and that's why you can see the fitness level of both the teams. I never seen any of the Indian teams was so fit. So they play complete 60 minutes up and down. So these are all the good things what Hockey India has provided. Actually, the foreign experts we needed, because in this field we needed. We had a coaches, but the problem is that the fitness exercise physiologist, it is very much needed, and their diet and kit, everything is improved. The time the Hockey India has taken, they have taken a lot of care.
Okay. Before I go on and have a bit of a conversation also about the men's team, I just want to bring in Nikhil and others on one other aspect. Nikhil, much conversation is also happening about women breaking these barriers, and women actually being the ones who are bringing home a lot more glory and even medals at this point for our country at least. Now, do you see that change across various sporting categories that's taking place?
It will, Tanvi. There is no doubt that Indian women will outperform Indian men going forward in almost every sport. And there's a reason for it. The reason is that, now women are coming to the fore in our country, and they're getting more opportunities. Also, at the world stage, if the level of an elite athlete at the men's level is at a certain stage, the gap between the men, Indian men, and the absolute world class is a little bit more. And Indian women have actually bridged that gap to a bare minimum. Also, because they come from industrial backgrounds. When I say industrial, they come from places which are not, they don't have access to a lot of facilities and money. They come very strong. In sports, the biggest thing that matters is how much of hunger do you have in your tummy. And that Indian women, of course, not to say that the Indian men don't have it, but from the backgrounds that the Indian women come, I am very sure that they're going to dominate world sport in not just hockey, but every other sport in times to come.
Helen, do you agree with that? We are looking at an era where Indian women dominate more and bring home more glory?
Definitely, I agree with that. You can see in many other events also, like how Sindhu has come out, and many of our medalists come out. So I definitely agree with him, and there is a lot more to go. You can find many things, little more. There is a lot more.
Okay, but why is that happening? प्रीतम, आपके कोई व्यूज है इस चीज पे कि कैसे अभी हम देख रहे हैं कि विमेन ज़्यादा आउट परफॉर्म कर रही हैं, जितने भी इस बार भी मेडल्स आए हैं अभी तक, वो भी लड़कियों से ही आए हैं?
मैम देखो, ऐसा है, हमारे देश में जो है लड़कियां बहुत फाइटर होती हैं और बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग होती हैं। आप देखते हैं एक अच्छा स्पोर्ट्समैन होगा, वो घर में भी काम करेगी, बच्चों को भी पालेगी और स्पोर्ट्स में भी मेडल देगी। हमारी विल पावर है और हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस है, और हमारे देश को महिलाओं पे बहुत भरोसा भी है। तो मेरा ये मानना है कि लेडीज जो होती हैं वो फाइटर होती हैं, और खासकर हमारे देश की, तो इसीलिए लेडीज में मेडल आता है और आगे भी लेडीज ही देंगी मेडल, देखना।
इसलिए शायद हमें उनके लिए ज़्यादा फोकस करके ज़्यादा फैसिलिटीज़ और ट्रेनिंग और एक्सेस और सही समय पे उनको स्पॉट करके जो अवेलेबल है चीज़ें वो उनको प्रोवाइड करनी चाहिए। लेट मी जस्ट ब्रिंग इन Jude also on this. Jude, do you have a view on how these paradigms change? And do you even agree that perhaps we are looking at a time that where women will definitely outperform men?
I don't know whether, I think there's more opportunity now for women. A lot more women are taking up sport as, and with the opportunity, they are excelling. So it's really awesome to see this Indian women team in particular doing so well. And I've watched this team closely over the last 3 years. So the belief that is there in this team, when I saw them in 2018 in the World Cup, they played Ireland in the quarterfinal, and it was a scared team that played in that quarterfinal. But now today's team was just, I watched them playing Ireland, playing South Africa, and playing Australia today. It's a different. The belief in this team is it's a completely different dynamic to this team. So I think they have, the Indian women have become more confident and with the opportunity that they're getting. And yes, Subi is right, Subi, when you said that Hockey India has provided that opportunity. So it's great.
Yeah, in fact, what you're saying, I think it's visible across the board, whether it's PV Sindhu or even Mirabai Chanu. Really feisty women, and that change in their attitude as well. A lot of it obviously coming through training to make them that strong and that aggressive when they're out there playing the sport as well. But let me also speak a little bit about the men's team as well. Big achievement for them. Again, a wait of over 4 decades. In fact, I was watching a video where the commentators got really teary-eyed watching the men's team perform in the way they did, because it's been such a long wait. Mr. Subbiah, what has changed? If I had to ask you this, how is it that the men's and the women's team are performing so beautifully this time?
Yeah, men's team is always hope to do well, because every time the Olympic team leaves the Indian shore, we expect everybody to come with a medal.
Right.
But somehow it was never happened. I think it is one of the good things has happened for the world hockey is that format change. Earlier, out of 6, only 2 teams used to be, top 2 teams used to qualify for semi-finals. Mostly Indian team would have been lost out on the goal difference or some 1 point or 2 points, because we always stayed in the group 3rd or 4th sometime, most of the time. I think Jude also was there when 2000, they narrowly missed qualifying for semi-finals. In 96 Atlanta, we also just, with a 1 point we missed, that's one bad match, you're out of the semi-finals. At least you have this format where now the 4 teams will qualify from the pool. You definitely have one more chance playing the knockout match in the quarterfinals. So that is a much good thing has happened for Indian team this time. Knockout match, anybody, because all the teams are equal, almost first 7 to 8 teams in the world ranking, they're all equal. On their day, whoever plays well, they will be winners. So it is an advantage for the Team India. Tomorrow, when they see that world number 2, Belgium playing with India number 3 in the world ranking. So it may be whoever plays well tomorrow, they'll be there in the finals. So it is a format also which is helped the Indian team this time. So they could get one more chance of qualifying for a quarterfinals and going further.
Okay, so format is one. Jude, is there anything else? Like Mrs. Subbiah was saying, every time that the men hockey team leaves our shores, there is this expectation they're coming back with a medal, but this time maybe it will happen.
Yeah, I think this time, like Indian hockey, the men have been playing well for a few years now, so it's a very, very good team. And once again, it comes back to that fitness and training. So it's one of the fastest hockey teams I've seen in world hockey at the moment. So on any given day, as Subi said, like it's who turns up on the day. And yeah, like back in the day, it was like you miss out on the opportunity you play. We missed out because South Korea beat us in pool play. So we ended up on the same point. So just because someone beat you in pool play, you didn't go through to the semi-finals. But now, like today's game, Australia was ranked 1st in our pool. India was ranked 4th in the other pool. So one plays 4, and it's anybody's game. It's the quarterfinal becomes the most important game because that's the knockout game. And as the Indian women showed today, that you one slip and then Australia's out of the tournament. They had 5 straight wins, but that means nothing. So yeah, it's a game changer, this format. So which has given everyone an opportunity. So you can't really have a poor day.
So, okay, Nikhil, your views on what's different this time with the men's hockey team?
Tanvi, there has to be a little bit of context as to why we are here.
Yeah.
And that, we've got to go back a little bit, and it's something that's often discussed about hockey. There are two phases of hockey. There's one before 1976. So let's say Olympics from 1928 to 1976, and that's 1976 till now. If you really look at India's performance from 1928 till 1976 Indian men's team, India has never finished below till 1972 Munich. The worst we've done is basically a bronze. The best that we've done after that is this time, which is we've entered the semifinals. Of course, 1980, but we cannot kind of consider that Olympics to be the benchmark because there were only 6 teams. There was a larger problem at that point in time. And the problem for India was that great, skillful players playing on grass had to suddenly move to AstroTurf, to artificial turf. Now, we've had, and Mr. Subbiah, Jude themselves would kind of attest to it, that, they've moved on to artificial pitches, to AstroTurfs much later in their careers, whereas some of the European and the Australian, New Zealand teams move on to AstroTurfs fairly early because they have access to it. Most of the turfs around the world are made in these regions. In fact, they're manufactured there. So if you really look at it, and we're slightly going away, but it's a very important point as far as hockey in India is concerned, or the subcontinent for that matter is concerned. But if you look at the 10 FIH certified hockey manufacturers, 5 of them are in Europe, with 2 of them in Great Britain. There's Belgium, there's Italy, Netherlands as well. And then there's 1 in the US, 3 in China. And then there's 1 in Turkey and Korea. So we've really suffered there. The game that we have, which is skillful hockey, which is carrying the ball, scoring, was taken over by powerful game. But this Indian team, for the first time ever, I had started saying that India has to move towards power hockey. Yes, India has moved towards power hockey, but India is still that skillful side that we were. So we've scored a lot of field goals because technically we've improved. We have very good options as far as drag flicks are concerned, whether it's Rupinder Pal Singh, whether it's, Harmanpreet, both of them are extremely strong, and that presents the Indian team with multiple options, which I think they have, and then they have skillful forwards going forward who are very intelligent, make those beautiful runs to score a lot of field goals. So India this time, what's different is that we have a lot of power, and we are also skillful. We maintain that core of Indian team from the days. So that's a great combination and very strong. That's what I feel is different this time in the Indian men's hockey.
Yes, extremely interesting. I mean, I must admit, I do not follow hockey so much. It was very insightful to hear all that you were explaining, Nikhil. In fact, it's been a pleasure to speak to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I think it's been a really exciting 36 hours where the men's team and then the women's team have brought us so much of excitement and happiness. And let's hope there is more in store. Whatever said and done, the fact is that they've reached this point, and that by itself is a historic achievement. So many of these feisty young women breaking all kinds of barriers, overcoming all kinds of odds, from their own homes to the pandemic times, to reach this place and then beat a team so much better than them, beat multiple such teams. It's been truly an exciting ride. Let's hope there is more. We'll keep you updated on all of the Olympics updates as and when they come. Thank you so much for joining us right now.